selling, but I'm selling. Lean on the macho like Randy. The chopper go out to the granny. This nigga pull up your bandit. The killers understand.
Hey guys, it's Brain here, and I have a story for you guys. And today's story has to be starting at me during third period, and I started into 15 minutes sitting. The Jews were going to be transported to Auschwitz concentration camp, which you all know. Some awful smell came into the room all of a sudden, and the smell like skunk to me, but mostly it smells like also like weed. And if you don't know, weed actually smells like skunk spray too, or similar to skunk spray actually. Not smells like skunk spray, but smells like bad and has a very strong odor, just like a skunk spray would do when the skunk sprays at someone or something, and all that. But as soon as it started to have the aroma around the whole room of the entire third floor, everyone started to ask themselves who would be carrying weed in their locker or in their desk or in their containers of pockets in their binders. But my teacher didn't. My third period teacher, language arts, didn't believe that it was weed. So she thought that a skunk must have sprayed near someone or sprayed a squirrel in around the what do you call it? The trees. But looks like it looks like most definitely like someone smuggled some weed somehow before being called into the office or before having security frisk them or going through their stuff, I should say. So anyways, I asked her what she thought, and she thought that a skunk must have sprayed, but like, I don't think it was a skunk. I actually legit think that someone brought weed into the first floor and someone started, decided to smoke a joint or a blunt or just bring out their bong and just start smoking in the bathroom or either somewhere deep down in the first floor that nobody would be able to catch them or smell the smell. But unfortunately, the person who must have smoked the blunts must have smoked it during there was a vent being there. A vent being there, not during there. Must have been a vent being there to make the aroma go through the whole school like a fan. Or either a skunk somehow was near the school and someone like the janitor or a teacher who was eating outside somehow managed to go near the skunk and spray it against like the first floor corners, or somehow someone got sprayed in the teacher staff and decided to get up to the third floor and change in there where's the teacher's lounge, or just decided to get rid of the skunk spray by like putting some tomato sauce in third floor bathroom for some reason. I don't know, but mostly it looked like someone had smoked a blunt or either just had weed in the locker in the first floor that was so dang strong enough that you can actually smell it from the first floor to the third floor. Now keep in mind that the school that I go to is like 3 stories high. Of course, which is why I mentioned this. I was in the third floor. But anyways, this isn't the only time that I smelled like weed or skunk spray, because last week ago, when I got to the class where I was at in the second floor, taking a break over there, um, it smelled a lot like skunk spray or weed somehow. I don't know, but usually the first floor has some like weed problems or either skunk problems down there somehow when it's like spring. Somehow just someone manages to either smuggle a bunch of weed or either just there's like skunks around the school that somehow they just like chase a squirrel and the squirrel gets skunked somewhere near the building and decides to climb up a tree, and that's how the odor gets to the third floor to the first floor, just by a squirrel climbing up a tree. That's my theory. But I think actually someone in the first floor or must have smuggled some weed somehow, either because there's a bunch of medical weed stores near the school where I attend. Somehow they must have stolen one, or either gotten one that had fallen off someone's bag or something, and just decided, I'm just gonna smuggle weed into the school, just to be a total legend and savage, because I just wanna be a savage known for that. But fortunately, the person who decided to do that could not understand that weed is a drug that has an awful stench and is so powerful that you can literally smell it from a first floor to a third floor, or you could just notice the smell really, not on the spot, but I mean, really, you can notice the smell that it is really strong and among the um what's it called when you smoke? Okay. This smoke, of course, from a cigarette is different from when you light up a joint or a blunt from weed, because it will smell like really strong, like a skunk spray anyway, like I said. But I don't know. Someone either has to have the brain as sharp as a fork and just, decides, oh, I'm just gonna bring this to school and I'm gonna be cool. But yeah, someone must be so dumb enough to think that they're not gonna get caught with weed in their locker or backpack and just bring it in there because they're not gonna get caught. But the real chances here is that you can get caught with it, and if you get caught with it, you can get expelled or probably suspension, or most likely a referral and suspension, and probably a meeting with the school staff, and probably also be escorted by security, and probably be interrogated by our local security officer in the building. But anyways, if you liked today's video, please give it a like, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.